Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, 11/11/2025. And it is Veterans Day. I'm a veteran, so salute to all the veterans, including myself. Beautiful day. It's about 3:15ish afternoon. My usual day off from work. For those who don't know me, obviously you don't know me because I would say this is my first video. I mean, I've done many videos, but this is going to be my first public video. I'm Terrell, and I want to do a video, or I want to start a channel, better yet. If you're new to me, let me just start there. If you're new to me, like, comment, subscribe. This is the Struggle Is RELL channel, and I basically just want to touch into all my brothers and sisters, whoever's out there listening, whoever needs this in their life. I just want to do a video on accountability. I'm kind of freestyling this. I don't have no script. Obviously, you can see I'm walking. I guess I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I haven't, had like the real courage to show my face on camera. Not really big on. I'm more of a consumer than I am a creator, but I kind of got inspired this week, just due to a lot of probably more negative than positive. But then even more, I would say, even on a more positive side, I heard a lot of, creators, that kind of came in my algorithm, basically saying about some stuff like you should stop consuming and you should start creating. And that kind of struck me because I am a creator. I'm an artist. So graphic designer. I went to school for it. So I would definitely say I'm more of a creator than I am a consumer. But I guess I never really thought of putting myself in, on video, on film, to really do stuff like that. But I thought I'd start. So for the rest of this year, I'm going to hold everybody out there watching accountable. Well, I want y'all to hold me accountable. Let me just flip it. I would say for the rest of this year, because today should mark 50 days left in 2025. For the rest of the year, I'm going to record a video, and I'm going to talk about different things. And more likely, I'm going to try to aim for more content outside of just that everyday posting. I'm going to try to even include some other stuff, even if it's throwbacks of videos that I've gone and did for other, reasons. But today, like I said, and I'm trying to be real swift with this. This video is going to be on accountability. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. A lot of people who do know me know that I am a Cowboys fan. However, I'm not big on, I guess, the sport. Like, in the sense of, I don't just watch it, like, I'm not sitting there knowing all the players, stats, and all that stuff. That's more my brother's thing. But I guess what I did learn, and then this recently happened, Marshawn Kneeland passed away, and honestly, I didn't know how. I didn't learn actually till today how he passed, and apparently it was a suicide. So that kind of struck me because, I thought, I didn't know if it was an accident. I didn't know if somebody killed him. I didn't know if he just had like something in the body, but I know he was young. And I guess from that, I had to think to myself because trust and believe, as black men in America, I think we've all been there, at least at some point where the pressure got a little too much. This past week, or not this past week, but the week before, I seen so many different things. I was up for a reprimand for being, well, not a no call, no show, but I was late for work. Well, I woke up past the time that I was supposed to be at work, and I called it in time, but I was gonna still get a reprimand for for the whole thing. But God somehow took care of the situation for me, as He always does. He came through, and I'm not gonna get a reprimand, but that had me gone for a minute. And the other thing that kind of happened was this past week, I got a ticket. Um, and those who know me and know how I feel about police and stuff, so I'm not gonna sit here and go into that whole politic political angle from that. I'll leave that for another video. But that disturbed me a lot. So that was another check. And then the other check was my car. I literally just, they just called me not too long ago to go pick up my car. So I'm waiting for my wife to get off work so she can take me. Um, that was another sting. So I just started like, damn, the devil's really working me. He's really throwing everything he can throw at me, but God is like literally coming through and saving me. But I think we've all been there, and I've in my past, way in my past, been there where life kind of like hit you with like a ton of bricks and stuff, and you be like, damn, what's going on? Why am I being attacked? And obviously, most people tell you, God gives his biggest struggles to his his greatest warriors, his biggest warriors. So I guess that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, kind of like tapping in back to the whole Marshawn thing. And I guess it's just to say like we have to be really accountable for our people out here, and I'm talking about our fellow brothers. Because I guess to say we have it hard. We as a people, our culture, we have it hard. Um, I guess from what I heard, his mom had recently passed, and I'm sure that got under, got to be too much for him and everything, and I started thinking because I almost lost my mom, over a decade ago. She's still here. I just got off the phone with her, as a matter of fact. And I had to think to myself like, you know, who do we turn to when we going through these problems? Who do we talk to? Who do we a lot of brothers don't what do you call, get in the space of a community and have these conversations about how they feeling and what they're going through. So with that being said, I always, I guess look at, could this be the reason why people like, Marshawn didn't, why he did what he did? Because, we too prideful, too proud to ask for help. I know when I was going through my stuff way long time ago, like I said, and I was going through something, I didn't have too many people I could lean in on, and I easily could have just did myself in, easily. But I don't know what, well, I'll tell you what helped me. I had my mom and my brother to kind of thank for that, because I'm the older brother in the situation. So and then, of course, my dad was in the picture. If I gave up, as the man of the house, as the big brother, where would my family be? And I'm kind of glad, that I, of course, stuck around, because, definitely my mom needed me. My brother's not around. He's, in another state, but I'm here in the same state with my mom. So me sticking it out is the reason why I feel like a lot of people are still able to move the way they move. I would even go as far as my younger brother, my half brother. And I don't call him my half brother. He actually is my brother, but I'm just kind of give you the situation so you know. But I had to be there for him through some of his stuff. He needed me, and still does. He's actually getting ready to be a dad. So it's just about being able to have a community. It's about trying to be there for people who don't have a helping hand, people that just need someone to talk to. And trust me, I don't have all the answers. And trust and believe, I'm not perfect, not even the least bit. I make a lot of mistakes on a daily basis, but that's why we're human. But the one thing I will say is, with this channel I'm trying to start, is simple. I'm trying to let you know that we all have it hard out here. It ain't just you, it ain't just me, it ain't just my brothers, it's everybody. So what I want to do, and what I want to encourage everybody to do, is let's start a community with this. Like I said, my name is Terrell. My channel is called The Struggle Is RELL. I am going to be posting on a daily basis, about different subjects, different things. Let's start a community, man. Let's get out here and be ready to help one another. It's enough of this tearing down, hurting each other, shooting each other, trying to exploit each other online. Let's start a community, man. Let's be here for each other, because it's hard out here, and it's only going to get worse. So before it gets bad, let's try to tap into each other and do something great, try to make each other better. So that's what I'm here for. Again, this is my first video. I'm freestyling. It might be cringeful when I watch this video later, but it's all for the better good of somebody, whoever this video is reaching. I hope, if you're feeling some kind of way, that, you see me, you be like, damn, even he's felt like this before or something. And, if you want to reach out to me, you can, and I'll be here for you. I might need you to be there for me one day. So that's it. I don't have any I don't have any big exit or even intros and stuff. This is all raw and fresh and stuff, so that's what it's gonna be. Like I said, subscribe and comment, and I'll be here. All right. Again, happy Veterans Day to the veterans, and I'll be touching in tomorrow. Peace.